They're both they're seeing the doctors and getting evaluated right now. I think they'll both be able to travel home with us, but obviously two very unfortunate incidents in the game, and not something we want to see in the game at all. But I think they're going to be okay eventually.
When you have, those scary kind of moments, do you ever find that it's challenging for a team to be able to refocus on the game at hand?
No, of course it is. Never mind one, but two in one night. It affects everybody, and I thought we tried to rally around it to begin with. We weren't very good before Royce got hit, and then we started to wake up and play a little bit more. And then when Walks took the shot, again, we talked about it, and the guys wanted to play for them. So I thought we played harder after we lost two guys than we did before. But emotionally, it takes a lot out of a group to see two teammates leave like that.
Thanks, Todd.
Next up is Andrew Knoll.
Yeah, Todd, just kind of big picture, how you guys ended up chasing the game tonight and how tough it was to do with a short bench, especially just 4D.
Well, we didn't play well in the first period. That was pretty evident. I think of the second and the fifth goal for me they're so preventable. We have an empty net. We missed the net with one shot, and then the D-man shoots it into somebody else for a breakaway. I don't know if the goal would have counted due to goalie interference, but at least let's put them in a situation to make the call. And we did neither of those, and it was in our net after a breakaway. So that one was really frustrating to see happen. And then the fifth one, we're crawling back into the game, and we give the puck away for nothing, and it's back in our net. So those are frustrating goals against. They're completely preventable. They're not even really high forced mistakes. You're not in a real stressful situation. You just make bad decisions, and we've got to get that out of our game if we want to have any type of success. As far as coming back, short staffed, especially on the back end. You could see at the end the guys were bagged and not a lot of left in the tank, but you play the hand you're dealt, and we weren't dealt a very good one tonight. We'll regroup and get better.
On the plus side of power play, we talked about the variety in it this season tonight. Obviously, no shortage of opportunities. That second period, you're on the power play for more than 10 minutes, if I'm counting correctly. And, you get a couple, and then Iafalo's goal, not technically a power play goal, but that might have been the best sustained pressure of the night. What are you seeing that's working on the PP? And, how excited were you just to see them kind of hemmed in there and get a goal?
Well, power play's been a work in progress for a year and a half now, and the familiarity is becoming better. We're getting a little more creative with some of our looks. Players are understanding what we want to create and where we want to create from. I thought we did a better job of recovering pucks in today's game than we did in the first game here in Minnesota, so therefore we were able to sustain a little more pressure. And it's not always the pretty play. Often it's the ugly play after you tire a team out that you score on. And we saw that a little bit tonight. So, good thing our power play was alive because we didn't get much 5-on-5. And that has to change for us to have success.
Next up is John Hoven.
Throughout the losses so far this season, there was only one other game that it appeared that your demeanor was sort of the same, heavily frustrated. Is this a similar situation to that earlier game this year?
No, I think you're talking about game 2 in back in Los Angeles against Minnesota when we gave up the game there with a second left. This was a little bit different. I'm still frustrated. But it's a hard game to play, and we've got some younger players that are still learning. Sometimes they're afraid to make mistakes, and they end up making them. We just have to keep plugging away as a team and try and clean as many things up as we can, and eventually we'll get ahead of it. I think we're way further ahead right now than we were last year. The teacher wants to see the class do well. The teacher always wants to see the class get rewarded for the work they put in, And you guys get me 15 minutes after a game, I'm a little bit down, but I'll go watch it again. And there's so many good things that our group was doing. We just need to do it a little bit more. We need to clean some things up, and we'll win more than we lose eventually. It'll just take some time.